Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, Diamonds and Washi. My name is Katie, and today I'm here with a start to finish review of one of my recently completed diamond painting projects. This is the Ghosts Doing Stuff diamond painting kit from Diamond Art Studio UK and the artist Teeny Weeny XStitch. I thought that we could go on a little journey together and I could bring you along for the ride of having this kind of mystery advent style kit gradually revealed to you a little bit at a time, just like it was for me, because I didn't know what these images were. I just knew what the theme was. Now, I have to be completely honest. I realized that I accidentally deleted the very first kind of intro clip that I originally did for this video, where you fully saw this kit unstarted with a blank canvas. And so I do apologize that I don't have that like true beginning here. We're just gonna I'm gonna get you started here this way, but if you want, you can take a look at the screen to see what this looks like in its like just kind of unstarted form. So this starts out as a blank canvas, and then we have all the drills, which I have all the drills in here, and then I'm using my tablet to look at these charts to be able to see what the artwork is that I'm going to be creating. This really is like a beginner's like kind of introduction to the idea of a cross stitch conversion project where you're reading a chart and then turning it into a diamond painting on a blank canvas. So if that's something you've been interested in trying, but are generally speaking intimidated by the kind of scope of taking on a bigger project, like having to source your own materials, having it be often larger in size, not knowing if it's going to actually translate well to diamond painting form. If you're worried about all of that, this is such a good introduction to it. And Diamond Art Studio UK does a fantastic job with quality and explaining everything and making it feel really beginner friendly. So I highly recommend their chart to art line if you want to kind of dip your toes into that side of diamond painting. This is also really fun because it's a true mystery, and I love a mystery kit, and I like how this is a series of smaller images. So I will also, if you're interested, I'll have an unboxing video linked below that you can go and take a look at and hear my first impressions. And that could honestly almost be like the introduction to this particular video, but that's okay. It is what it is. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to dive into this. I'm going to bring you along for the ride. I time-lapsed most of these images, and it was really fun to watch these back because you are seeing what I was seeing, where it's a blank canvas. When I'm looking at the chart, it's also in black and white. I use the Pattern Keeper app on this tablet. It's also in black and white, and all the symbols, like all the stickers on the symbols, are in black and white. And so even when I open up the chart, I don't know what the image is going to be yet because it's all in black and white. So putting down the different drill colors and symbols and seeing it slowly be revealed and trying to guess, like, wait, what is this object? What is the ghost doing in this one? What's the ghost, like, what are they holding? What is this like other thing that's happening in this one? It was fun. I had a lot of fun with it, and I'm hoping that you'll enjoy that as well. And I did a couple of check-ins along the way too, just giving my thoughts and overall impressions, and talking about really what my experience of working on this kit is like. And that's my goal of doing these review videos of completed kits here on my channel, is trying to give you a sense of what would it be like if you were working on this kit, and you can decide if this is something then that you want to pick up for yourself. Okay, so without further ado, we're going to go ahead and dive into this. I hope it's goes without saying, but spoilers abound here. You're going to see every single image and every part of this particular chart to art project completed. So if you're really not wanting to have this spoiled for you, please do click away, but you could check out some of my other post review videos instead if you're wanting to take a look at some other diamond painting companies to check out. So alrighty, let's get started, and I will be back. I'll check in with you a couple times throughout, like I said, and then I'll be back at the end to do a real like kind of review and reveal of the whole thing. All right, let's get started. Alright, so day one is done. I decided to go ahead and do these in order, just because why not? But this was so cute and so fun to see come to life. And is it like a little balloon? Or a ball? Oh, it's a ball because I think it's a hoop up there. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. So that's our first little ghost doing step. And I have this ready to go ahead and pick up the next one. So I was definitely worried that this project was gonna take me a longer period of time to work on. These were all ones that I did on the first full day working on this one. These are averaging me around an hour to finish, and they're just so cute to see come together. So yeah, this is a quarter of the way done, and I don't necessarily know that I'll be keeping up with the same pace the whole time, but I'm just enjoying it so much it's hard to put down. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start day number 6. as you're seeing me work on this and you notice maybe in my time lapses how I'm going in and drawing with a marker, if you were wondering why that is, just wanted to quickly show you what the logic behind that is. So on these charts, there are these grid lines that divide it into 10 by 10 squares, and adding these kinds of grid lines onto this chart, since it didn't come with them already, is gonna help just with like counting and knowing where to place the diamonds. And so that's why you see me going in and on every one of these squares going in and counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then I go back and I double check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then going on so on and so forth. 9, 10. Don't mind my dog. He really wants to go for a walk. We're gonna go in just a minute, buddy. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And it doesn't go all the way across, like there's only 5 left in this last line, but that's accurate to the actual chart and everything. So the thing is, since we're using square drills, you're not gonna see these lines that I'm drawing on here. And like if you look at the other squares I've placed, these lines are not showing up even behind the light color drills because these are good quality square drills. They're covering up the squares completely. There's not really any gapping or anything. So you're not seeing these dark lines show up around the squares. So this isn't hurting anything, and it's not messing with the glue. I just use a really fine Sharpie to go in and draw these in. And I'm telling you what, it helps a ton. 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then there's 9 left in the last row. So this is something that I do highly recommend, especially if you are newer to doing a cross-stitch conversion style project. There are some companies with some charts out there that will come with them already gridded off for you, but if they don't, grab a Sharpie, just lightly draw right on the glue, and now you've got a grid, and it's going to be a million times easier. I hope that helps. Okay, so I am 3/4 done on this project now. I cannot remember what point I was at when I checked in last, but look how cute this is. I did take a little break from working on this to complete a different kit that was just very timely, which you guys will see that later too. But this row was really cute to work on. This took me a while to figure out what was going on. I was like, oh, I think they're pouring some tea maybe. A lot of these I don't know what they're gonna be until I finish them, and then even when I step back. This was really cute and fun to do with the balloons. The quality on these drills is great. There are 2 light blue colors that are in most of the ghosts that are a bit trash prone that I'm picking around. I'll probably let the shop know that some of those have been problematic. The ghost doing the s'more is killing me. It's so cute. But otherwise, the drill quality has been fantastic. The special drills are really, really good too. And the shooting star, this is just, bless you, pupper dog. This has been so enjoyable to work on. I hope you guys are enjoying the time lapses I'm grabbing of these. My hope is that it'll be for you basically what it is for me, which is it's being revealed to you. Because even when I look at the chart in Pattern Keeper, I don't tend to pick out the little nuances in the pattern enough to know exactly what the image is gonna be, because it's so small and detailed. So I wanted to kind of convey that experience to you guys, where it's like, you know, we're getting some of the background, we're getting some of these little details. Okay, what's this image? What's this ghost gonna be doing in this one? So I'm gonna go ahead and get started on this next row, and I'll bring you along for the ride, and either check in partway through that row or at the end once this is finished up. But either way, let's get into it. here we go. Here is the big reveal of this entire diamond painting completed. This was so much fun to work on. And I have thoughts that I want to share about just sort of how was it? What do I think? Would I recommend picking up this kit? And short answer is a resounding yes. Absolutely. If this looks like the kind of concept of project that you would enjoy, you should jump on this or one of the other similar kind of concepts that they have in their chart to art line over at Diamond Art Studio UK. This was so much fun. So let me go ahead and take a look at my paper logbook. I can give you a quick rundown of the stats and some of the things that I had written down for this one. My paper logbook is just where I track different diamond paintings that I work on, and I like to take notes. I track lots of things, including we have our stats. So this was 40 by 45 centimeters. I had a total of 26 colors and had square drills. I started this on September 29th and finished it on October 8th. I did put a brief pause on it to work on a different project that was a little bit more like timely for things that were going on. And this I technically worked on for Drills and Chills 2025. And this shop was a sponsor for that event. And I didn't have to work on this one, but I really wanted to. It had been a little while since I'd worked on a Diamond Art Studio UK kit. And I had been watching them do all these releases from this particular artist, Teeny Weeny XStitch, and I was dying to work on one and see, okay, what do I think of how this is going to come together? And I hadn't done one of their chart to art kits since I think their original iteration of it, which was like a very Christmassy themed advent calendar one, which I'll link that review below if you're interested. But I just know that Teeny Weeny XStitch has literally hundreds of designs in their own Etsy. They have 2 Etsy shops, actually. I'll link those too. Tons of links in the description box. But the artist has so much adorable and fun artwork that I just have to try this in diamond painting form and see how I like it. And I absolutely loved it. It was really fun. So I ranked this one a 4 out of 10 in terms of confetti, and then enjoyment a 9 out of 10. I did the drill count for my month in review video, and I can't remember. I wrote it down in a separate spot, so I'll have to add that in what the exact drill count was. But yes, so things that I really did love about this kit most. Well, one was just the concept in general. I mentioned at the very beginning of this video how I love a mystery kit just as a process of working on. There's something that's really fun about going into a project like this and knowing what the theme is going to be and not much else. And just getting the surprise of it is really enjoyable to me. I really like the overall quality of Diamond Art Studio UK's products. It's very consistent. I've completed several kits from them and had very consistent experiences between these. I like their canvas material. It's a nice quality. The glue is really sticky, no issues with that. They use resin squares, which I don't have any complaints about. They often, like a lot of companies do, they'll often have a couple of trash-prone colors. In this case, if I remember right, it was one of the light blues was kind of fussy on this one. But I might have mentioned it in one of my little Midway check-in things. Anyway, I had plenty to complete this kit. I wasn't in danger of running out of a color, unless I'm really misremembering. I don't think I am, though. I like the special drills a ton. Them using kind of a shimmery orange drill for the border colors was really fun. And then this was gorgeous. This sparkly blue color for the nighttime scenes just took it to the next level. I think that's such a pretty special drill to have included. Then we have this dark green shimmery diamond, which of course works in a Christmas scene and in these plants, was really fun. And we had more. What were some of the others? I'm looking to see as we go because they're not. Oh, there's some more shades of green. There's like 3 different shades of green shimmer drill in this umbrella. That's really cute. Yeah, these are so cute. So the special drills are really nice. The overall drill quality, I don't have any complaints. I was trying to figure out, you guys, if you are more familiar with this artwork. I actually talked to someone else that was confused and not entirely sure what this image is. So There's a couple of these I almost had to squint at to see, like, wait, what is that image again? Like, for example, it took me longer than I care to admit to realize, oh no, the ghost is walking like a ghost dog. Originally, I thought the ghost was riding a broom, and it was my husband that was looking at it. It's like, no, 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 that's not a broom. That's a leash, and it's walking a dog. Now, this ghost looks like they're upside down, and this looks like maybe a flower. Like, I was like, oh, are they trying to pick a flower? Maybe. I'm not totally sure. So if you guys know for sure what it is, I would be so interested to hear from you. This is the image that Diamond Art Studio UK used in the listing to kind of give you, they usually do that for these. So they'll give you like, especially if it's a series of images, often they'll reveal one of the images so you can get a sense for like the vibe of the artwork and of the piece to see if you feel like you're going to like it. It's like if it's your style. Yeah, this was really stinking adorable. My favorite thing, and I think is one of the really neat things about them partnering with cross stitch artists like Teeny Weeny XStitch, is that by nature, Teeny Weeny XStitch is creating pixel art, and obviously, in my opinion, has a really good eye for what looks good as pixel art, like the colors and how to make like the most efficient and best use out of the pixels that they have to work with in a really small space. And so there's a lot of details that just come through in a really fun way. Things like the fact that like, yeah, that's a little dog on a leash. Little details like these are little butterflies, I'm pretty sure. And things like even just the shading on these cups. It's a attention to detail that I think is a really nice benefit of having a pixel artist partnering with a diamond painting company like this. So one thing that I had mentioned in my month in review video, and I'll mention it here just, I guess, for posterity's sake, but when I was thinking about this again, it's been a couple weeks since I filmed that month in review video, something that I had mentioned as like my meh. And this was something that's so picky and such a mild inconvenience that doesn't have a practical, realistic alternative solution was, and so this is a me problem. And I was like, do I even mention this? Because I don't want them to do anything differently. I don't know what they would do differently. Is in my case where I was sitting down, I was doing this whole thing at once. I almost would have liked the ability to like put all of these in as one chart in Pattern Keeper, as opposed to, let me pull it up to show you real quick. I can't show you the actual chart, but like when I open up Pattern Keeper, it's like each of these, it's one day for each one. And so it was a separate import every single time. Like it was like, okay, I'm going to download this one, then import it into Pattern Keeper, and then go in and like change like the settings that I use. I had to do that each individual time. Maybe I could, maybe there's defaults you can change in Pattern Keeper. I don't know. But truly, that's the most practical way to do it if someone is doing this one day at a time as an advent, like it's designed. And so for me, where I did this and I was usually doing almost a row a day. It was such a mild inconvenience, but I wrote it down because I noticed it. And I guess I kind of almost wanted to have something to mention is like, I'm just talking about my experience of working on it. But that's such a mild inconvenience and such a minor thing. It almost feels silly to mention it. But I wrote it down. I mentioned it in my month in review. So I'll mention it here too. But overall, though, this was a fantastic experience. I consistently have a very, very good experience with Diamond Art Studio UK. Everything from the actual product quality itself to what I don't think I mentioned yet is just the customer service and the just shop itself, like their mission, their values. They have a commitment to no AI artwork if that's something that is a value of yours. They're one of the most communicative small shops out there in terms of being super on it with keeping customers updated about what's going on. And they're just very, very, very like responsible and business-minded people, which you don't necessarily see with all the small shops in the diamond painting world. Different ones have different strengths. I just find that Diamond Art Studio UK has a fantastic customer service experience from start to finish. And if you run into any issues, they are on it with wanting to make it right, and they're very receptive to feedback, which I think is absolutely invaluable. A company that's willing to hear like, hey, there was this thing that was, something I didn't like about this experience, or I have this suggestion for you. Companies that are receptive to hearing that, they're worth their weight in gold. So I have to give Diamond Art Studio UK huge props for that. And that honestly is one of the main reasons that this is one of the very few companies that I partner with as an affiliate. And I've really strived to make sure that when I'm talking about companies that I have any kind of affiliate relationship with, that I'm being transparent about that, but also that I'm striving to stay as neutral as possible and be really frank and upfront about really what are my thoughts and what are my experiences with this. And this is a company I've been able to give feedback and be like, hey, I had this issue with this thing, or here's this suggestion that I have, or something like that. And they're very on it. And that's one of the reasons why I feel good about having that partnership. So that said, that's all that I have for you guys today. You could take a look in the description box if you want to see a discount code if you're shopping, but no pressure at all. I just love for you to support a small shop, period. Now, if it's not in your budget right now, I totally get it. There's a lot going on in the world. Not everyone has the budget right now. One way that you can still support this shop is to follow them on social media. It's also a nice way to stay up to date kind of with what's going on in case maybe they don't have anything that's your taste right now, or maybe you're waiting for something to come back in stock. Following them on their Facebook page in particular is, I find, the best way to stay up to date with what they've got going on, and it's free. So that's an option. I'll have that linked with all the other links in the description box below too. But yeah, this gets a resounding thumbs up from me. Is that the right combination of those words? That doesn't feel right. This gets a big thumbs up from me. Resounding yes. I mixed up two phrases. There we go. Resounding yes for me. A wholehearted recommendation. If you like what you're seeing art-wise and concept-wise, I think you would really love working on this kit. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope this was helpful and enjoyable, and that you liked the time-lapse parts of it and getting to see this come to life alongside me. I'd invite you to subscribe if you want to see more diamond painting videos from me. I do unboxings and reviews from a variety of different companies here on my channel. And I do weekly whip and chats if you want some company while you're crafting on Monday mornings, and other diamond painting related stuff. I'd love to have you here. Either way though, thank you so much for watching, friends. I hope you're doing very well and that you have a day and a week as wonderful as you are. I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.